In this video, I'm going to explain the work adjustment rules for multiple resources on a task. First, I'll explain it, then I'll show it. What this means is when you have more than one person on a task, so maybe you have two people or three or four, when you add more assignees, this setting here will increase the work, or it'll divide the existing work proportionally, or you can say I want to add the work manually. So those are the settings you can choose there. Same thing when you remove a resource, you can divide the work evenly, divide the work proportionally. So this is, the default is that we increase the work when you add a new person and you decrease the work when you take a person off. When you adjust the work, you can either add or remove the work proportionally, which is what we do, or you can divide the existing work evenly. So what this means in action here is if I add another person, when it's increased work, so let's say I'm going to add Alex Gonzalez, now it increased 4 hours. Notice, though, that there's a little arrow here that says that when you add a person, you can go in here and you can actually change to one of the other options manually, on the fly. I could say, I really don't want to increase it by 4 to 12. That was the default. I just want to divide that work evenly, or maybe I just want to leave it alone and then manually add the hours in for Alex. So I could put 2 there, or I can put 4. So when it says increase work, that means it'll increase. But if you change the setting, it may do a different behavior. When I remove, the default is to reduce the work. So you can change those settings over here to say divide work proportionally instead, divide work evenly. And these settings work the same on the remove. So these are values you can set at the system level and at the project level. So if you want one project to work one way and another a different way, you can do that. Also, when you adjust the work, so if I make that 8 hours into 12, you can see it gave each of them 6 hours apiece because I have it set to increase the work proportionally, which is the normal behavior. Same thing, if I reduce it now to 8, it'll set it back to 4. And I can again hit that little arrow key and adjust it and say, I want to subtract all the work from one of the persons. I can undo the change and set it back to 12. So you can always change or override the default by just clicking the little arrow once that action has happened and change it there. So this makes it really convenient for when you're trying to create your rules for how you want to work in your project plan.